And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Mike, waiting. Check 55, Mike.
So don't say nothing.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles 7, Vikings nothing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set 30 base. Nice.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
I'm coming.
Operating from the gun, Correa. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Going the other way.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Tight right.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, check right.
On first down, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
I got him. That's mine. I got him. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Wentz now to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
180!
65, 65! 65!
Sully!
Switch it. Check 3, check.
Greystone, travel. Man 5-7. Hey! I-7.
Check. Fresno.
They'll run with Sanders. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Easy work, and it's coming again.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's get off the field, D.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
What we got?
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, and he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Vikings nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 1. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Crawl all the way back home, y'all. You draw corkers. Crawl all the way back home. Shift.
On the ground, it's Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ken Lobo.
Here we go.
Big Griffin.
To throw on second down. Correa. It's caught. Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready up.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Crevon LeBlanc. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
6-6, bullet high. You gotta be ready. Hey, orbit. Scared of it.
Looking to throw on second down. Correa. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 21-0 our score after 1. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Check. Fire.
From the gun, Correa. And he's able to find Diggs. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On the carry, it's Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Diggs has it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Vikings, first down.
Ready.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready,
Now
set.
from the
Go
7,
west.
here's 2nd and goal.
Danny. Check 50.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Teams turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They start on the ground here, and Sanders fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
We saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wentz, and he's got his man on the out route.
I'm coming after you.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Eagles 28, Vikings nothing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm preaching patience. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. To leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Mike 53. Watch the run. They're running it.
Pilot 64, weak.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey. 36.
Protein spill.
Check. 52.
Operating from the gun, Correa. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Go!
Wentz now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll run with Madison. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Yeah, baby.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
X3, 218, chopper. Jam. Ready.
On second down, it's Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Check, crunch.
Hey, watch it.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
You ready?
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on first down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Still short of the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hey, pick your game up. Shift. Hit it.
On second down, Armstead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now throwing on third down there, but he can't. Cannot connect.
Incomplete. It's fourth down.
Let's go.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Check 9. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Back. Big grip.
On fourth down, Correa. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We got to seal this game, boy.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wentz going to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free, creating something good for your team.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Okay,
a loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check three. Pick the edge. Come.
From the gun, Correa. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Correa. And that's caught by Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mike. Here we go, D.
Ready?
To throw on second down. Correa. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr., his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
The score, Eagles 28, Vikings 7. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on it? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
It's second down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
To the third quarter with the score Eagles 28, Vikings 7.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Let's go. Great.
No.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And it's third down.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
87.
From the 40 now on second down. Wentz, open man, Arcega-Whiteside. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
We got this.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
It's my boy.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10.
Come on,
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Yeah. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Correa. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
Big stop,
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Lucky.
Another run with Sanders. He's got the first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
42, Vikings 7.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Safety's creeping.
Hit it.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there's no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That will just happen. Let it go.
Now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Shift. Watch the shift. Kill.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Hey.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Ken Lobo.
It's going to be a
big offensive explosion leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.